Turn 3 Orks, and my Ludo Wagon does not press that, is able to move forward. He still has a big shoot on him, even though the wrong gun died. But trying to regroup, kill boy with a boss pull, and the weird boy in the group, they do regroup, so 3 inches forward, and that's it, and snapshots. Luckily, with the fact, the weird boy can still auto hit with his auto hits, even though they're only snapshots. Then, since my plane cannot move anywhere else, he flies off the board, and of course Storm Boy is roll 1 and dies, so you know the armless boy gets thrown off. But still 13 inches is pretty far. A lot of them are under the wall or behind. And let's move that truck right in front of my weird boy, because it's dangerous there, right beside a tank. And I get a free Waaagh, so that's pretty cool. So let's shoot with my Decajet that has double shots yet again. And front armor 12 is not going to save this little tank. And although it does not want to die, it must. Just okay. And the guys come out, pinning check, they do pass. And then rolling for... I'm not sure, right? Oh yes, my other weird boy. He gets a deep strike, so they were in. So I wasn't happy with the +1 attack because I wasn't able to use it. So deep strike, why not? Well, I had to because I rerolled, and so we're on the other side of the board. So let's see if we can get into combat with them, do some damage, and then just odds and ends, big shooters, pistol shots, shooter shots, trying to do as much damage as possible. And I do manage to kill one. Hey, one guardsman pretty cool. They will actually now. I knocked down the objective earlier, and I'm gonna knock down the wall now, because you know, orc trucks, they don't care. So I do make my assault into the huge tank, that awful plasma tank, and through my attacks, I am able to hit it, get a couple penetrating hits, and I of course managed to make it explode. And lose a boy in the process. But one boy isn't too bad at all. I can totally deal with that. And then attacking back with the orcs against this other little squad, I am able to clean them up. So, end of turn 3, losses happened. I actually dropped a Decajet on one of his guardsmen and it exploded. Apology there. But tanks are dying, but there's a little bit more room there for them to drive around. This combat will not end at all. But there's still one scary tank left and a bunch of guardsmen in those other tanks. So we'll see what turn 4 Imperial Guard will bring. And so again, lots of tanks a few tanks have died, so a little more room, but still slightly car jam. And we try to move it over, but he can't move completely through the base, so he does have to move back. A little inadvertent strategy there, driving my plane there. Because he can only ever move 6 inches now that he's a heavy tank with a new update. And so these guardsmen moving out into the open are going to be firing, just cleaning up some trucks. Oh, and he is able to see me. Who wouldn't think so? But he's just focus firing, and I think the maximum you can kill is 5. So rolling with all the last guns and the heavy bolter and the scatter laser and all the little things that they have. I really can't keep track of it. But rolls and rolls and rolls, he does about lots of wounds. I try to save some from the last gun, but it turned out to be exactly 5 wounds on them. And so he continues to fire with his other tanks to weaken that squad, hopefully get rid of it, because he realizes that they are a threat because they're storm boys and move so fast. They can easily jump in and pop another tank. But luckily, Plasma kills himself again. You can always count on them to do that. And he does wipe out the Storm Boys. Next, shooting into the rear armor of the truck, which is the same as the front armor because it's a truck, and manages to get a couple hits. He ramshackles, does manage to roll 3 in total, but he got a lowest was a 3, so it ramshackles and it drives right into my boys and the guardsmen. So I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It explodes 5 inches, it's a bad thing. So 5's the wound, and 4 boys hit, but luckily I make 2 saves with my 6 up, and only 2 die. 1 on the knob. Oh, he does not make his lookout, sir, so he takes the wound. Next on the guardsman, 1 wound, and a 5 up save, does fail. So that's another guardsman and a morale test on them. We take it immediately, so why not? And they do fall back 10 inches, so that's great. Less meltas in my face. And my wee boy and them do survive. And oh, another plasma killing himself. But shooting at the truck, he does manage to get... No, not quite. And so I'm down to 1 whole point on the truck with no weapon. And now he finds a little crack in between the pyramid and the wall there, and he does manage to shoot and will be able to hurt my weird boy. But luckily one scatters way off, but the last one is a direct hit. So all these need 2's the wound, and then I got I think a 3+ or a 4+ save because of the cover. And I do make my leadership. Whew. And so this, I finally accept a challenge. And it's just ridiculous. And he fails both attacks, luckily for me. And so Power Claw is very hungry. I hit with 2. I get a reroll. I get 2 rerolls actually. And so both of that makes into 2 wounds, and that is enough to easily kill him. And the boys are free. So click on the link for part 5 to see what will happen to the Imperial